Unveiling the Mystery, The Silent Patient Book Summary. Hello friends. Welcome to our channel Tonal Tomes, fellow book enthusiasts. Today, we are diving deep into the gripping psychological thriller, The Silent Patient, by Alex Michaelides. Alex Michaelides is a talented author known for his gripping psychological thrillers. His writing captivates readers with intricate plots and complex characters. Join us as we take you through each chapter, explore the main ideas, themes, and key points of this captivating novel. Let's get started. Introduction of the book. Before we delve into the intriguing details, let me provide you with a brief overview of The Silent Patient, written by Alex Michaelides. This novel takes us into the dark and mysterious world of Alicia Berenson, a renowned painter, who one fateful night, shoots her husband Gabriel multiple times. The shocking part. Alicia never speaks another word, earning her the haunting nickname, The Silent Patient. Character introduction. Our main character is Theo Faber, a forensic psychotherapist who becomes obsessed with Alicia's case. Determined to unearth the truth behind her silence and understand what led her to commit such a horrific act, Theo delves deep into Alicia's past and psyche. As he peels back the layers of her story, he uncovers dark secrets and hidden motivations, forcing him to question his own perceptions. Setting the scene. Set in the vibrant city of London, The Silent Patient takes us on a journey filled with twists and turns. As readers, we accompany Theo on his quest to uncover the truth behind Alicia's silence, navigating a world where nothing is as it seems. The narrative skillfully combines elements of suspense, psychology, and intense character exploration. Plot summary. Theo's determination to break Alicia's silence becomes an obsession as he meticulously uncovers clues from her past. We encounter a cast of intriguing characters along the way: Alicia's devoted cousin Paul, who harbors his own secrets, and Jean Felix, Theo's enigmatic supervisor who adds a layer of complexity to the narrative. Throughout the book, the author masterfully keeps us guessing. Just when we think we have it all figured out, Michaelides throws a curveball, leaving us questioning everything we thought we knew. The suspense is palpable, and the pacing keeps us on the edge of our seats, eagerly turning page after page. Themes and psychological elements. One of the most compelling aspects of The Silent Patient is its exploration of themes like obsession, guilt, and the power of the human mind. Michaelides skillfully delves into the depths of the human psyche, painting a vivid picture of the complexities that lie within each character. As readers, we are prompted to question our own understanding of truth, reality, and the lengths one can go to protect their secrets. Chapter 1. In the first part of the novel, we are introduced to Gabriel and Alicia, an artistic couple. Gabriel is a renowned photographer, while Alicia is an upcoming painter. However, their seemingly happy marriage takes a dark turn when Gabriel is brutally killed by Alicia. She is found in the house with self-inflicted wounds, but she survives. Alicia is then put on trial for her husband's murder, and her mental health becomes a crucial aspect of the case. It is revealed that she had previously shown signs of mental health issues, and a forensic psychotherapist supports the claim that she was not of sound mind during the incident. Theo, the narrator, decides to become a forensic psychotherapist and applies for a job at the Grove, a psychiatric hospital where Alicia is admitted. He wants to help her and understands her struggles due to his own traumatic past. On his first day, he sees Alicia in a group therapy session, looking lost and heavily sedated. Determined to make a difference, Theo requests permission from Professor Diomedes, who runs the hospital, to have therapy sessions with Alicia. Theo faces challenges in trying to understand Alicia's situation. He reads her patient file, which describes her as isolated, ill-tempered, and self-harming. He attempts to uncover the meaning behind her paintings and reaches out to her relatives for information about her childhood, but they are uncooperative. As Theo is leaving the hospital, he meets Alicia's nurse, Yuri, who discourages him from helping her, believing his intentions are driven by attraction. Yuri advises Theo to focus on his loving marriage to Kathy, contrasting her positive and joyful nature with Alicia's despair. This part of the novel highlights society's tendency to judge without giving second chances and addresses the theme of mental health. It shows Theo's empathy and determination to help Alicia, drawing parallels between their own traumatic experiences. Additionally, the strong bond between Theo and Kathy demonstrates that Theo's motivation to assist Alicia goes beyond attraction. Overall, the narrative sets the stage for a complex exploration of Alicia's character, the circumstances surrounding Gabriel's murder, and the possibility of redemption and healing. Chapter 2. The second part of the novel delves into Alicia's life as depicted in her diary. She suffers through a relentless heat wave and seeks refuge in cafes and open spaces with air conditioning. Unable to bear the heat at home, she purchases a fan, despite Gabriel's initial objections. Surprisingly, Gabriel sleeps peacefully through the fan's noise. Alicia carries the fan with her everywhere, even while she works on a painting. In an unconscious moment, she paints a portrait of Gabriel on the cross, replacing Jesus' face. Astonished by her own actions, Alicia decides to take a break and leaves the house. During a visit to Camden Market, Alicia encounters a mentally ill homeless man and reflects on the theme of mental health. She recalls her mother, Eva, who suffered from mental illness and attempted to end their lives by driving into a wall. Eva died in the accident, leaving Alicia as the sole survivor. Alicia becomes melancholic, fearing that she might inherit her mother's madness. The diary also reveals the passionate love between Alicia and Gabriel before she killed him. Gabriel was supportive of Alicia's painting, and she painted him frequently. After murdering Gabriel, Alicia attempts to take her own life out of guilt. Theo's therapy sessions with Alicia are described in detail. Alicia is heavily sedated to control her violent outbursts, but Theo intends to reduce her medication to make her more responsive to therapy. However, this backfires when Alicia attacks him during a session. While some see this as a consequence of medication reduction, Theo and Indira view it as a sign that Alicia is ready for therapy. Despite opposition, the therapy continues, as Professor Diomedes sees Alicia's progress as leverage to keep the grove from being closed down. Theo, troubled by his wife's affair, confides in Ruth, his therapist, but fails to confront his wife. Paranoia and suspicion consume him, leading him to snoop on his wife's laptop. Theo receives a call from Gabriel's brother, Max, who initially mistook him for a journalist. Max reveals his hatred for Alicia, claiming she threatened Gabriel's life multiple times. Alicia's journal highlights her fights with Gabriel over his gun ownership and her fear of having children due to her traumatic past. She also reveals her discomfort with Max, who sexually assaulted her. Alicia confronts Max during a barbecue, and he warns her not to tell Gabriel. Alicia's diary ends on a positive note, with Gabriel taking her on a romantic picnic and asking her to have a baby. Theo suspects Max's involvement in Kathy's misfortune and seeks answers from Alicia's cousin, Paul, in Cambridge. Paul believes Alicia is innocent, incapable of physical harm, while Lydia, Alicia's aunt, is hostile due to a grotesque portrait Alicia painted of her. Theo visits an art gallery to see Alicia's paintings and learns about her complicated relationship with her father. Jean Felix, the gallery owner, discloses that Alicia felt responsible for her father's death and planned to sever ties with him after the upcoming exhibition. Theo suggests Alicia paint in the grove, leading to positive changes until Elif defaces her painting, causing Alicia to stab her and be confined in isolation. Professor Diomedes terminates Alicia's therapy sessions with Theo, prompting Alicia to give him her diary, hoping he will understand her better through its contents. Chapter 3. In this part of the novel, Alicia's diary becomes the focal point, revealing her growing fear and paranoia as she believes she is being watched. She notices a man lurking outside their house and becomes increasingly concerned about her safety. Despite trying to inform Gabriel, her husband, and their neighbor, Barbie, Alicia's claims are dismissed or attributed to her imagination. Gabriel suggests she drive west, where Alicia decides to deceive them both by pretending to comply with her medication and denying the existence of the prying man. Alicia's paranoia intensifies, and she hides her diary, which contains evidence of the stranger, in the floorboard. Feeling abandoned and unable to share her fears, she isolates herself in their home for 3 days. Eventually, Gabriel convinces her to go out to dinner with Max and Tanya, where Alicia confronts Max, suspecting him of being the watcher. However, Max disproves her accusations, leaving the mystery unsolved. The section builds suspense around the enigmatic presence of the prying man, leaving readers intrigued about his identity and intentions. It ends with Alicia hearing a break-in at her house, assuming the watcher has entered. However, no intruder is found by Gabriel, deepening the mystery surrounding Alicia's increasing paranoia. Chapter 4. In this section of the novel, Theo receives Alicia's diary, interpreting it as a sign of her trust in him. He confronts Christian, his colleague and Alicia's former therapist, who confesses to treating her before she became a patient at the Grove. Christian admits to seeing other patients unofficially to avoid declaring income. Theo strikes a deal with Christian, promising to keep his secret if he reveals details about his therapy sessions with Alicia. During their conversation, Christian dismisses Alicia's claims of being watched as mere fantasy and suggests she had a history of psychotic episodes. He recalls a previous incident in Hampstead where Alicia accused a blind man of watching their house. Christian also attributes Alicia's suicide attempt to seeking attention from her husband. Theo, feeling betrayed by Kathy's infidelity, follows her to the park where he witnesses her intimacy with another man. He blames himself and views the man as an agent sent to punish him. Theo decides to confront the people mentioned in Alicia's diary to uncover the identity of the prying man. He confronts Jean Felix, Alicia's art agent, and notices a silhouette in the painting, Alcestis, that represents the watcher. He then meets with Paul in Cambridge, who suggests that Alicia may have been fabricating the existence of the prying man due to her troubled mental state. Paul takes Theo to the roof, where Alicia experienced a traumatic childhood event that affected her mental health. Back in London, Theo arranges a secret therapy session with Alicia, hoping she will open up to him. Initially silent, Alicia finally speaks, acknowledging her breakthrough was due to Theo's belief in her story. She shares details about the day Gabriel was killed, revealing that a masked man attacked her in her studio, tied her up, and waited for Gabriel before fatally shooting him. However, Theo notices inconsistencies between Alicia's account and the police report. He becomes frustrated and questions her honesty. Alicia leaves his office, and Theo reports the conversation to Professor Diomedes, who believes Alicia fabricated the story. The professor advises Theo to confront Alicia during their next session. Before the confrontation can take place, Theo finds Alicia admitted to the ward after an apparent suicide attempt. He blames himself for failing to help her. Later, he discovers a stab wound on Alicia's arm, indicating she was injected with a lethal dose of morphine. Suspecting Christian's involvement, Theo informs Professor Diomedes and the police, leading to Christian's arrest. Meanwhile, Theo's marriage with Kathy deteriorates further as he obsessively watches her lover. Eventually, he plans to confront the man's wife and purchases a mask and gloves. Breaking into the woman's house, he discovers her painting, and the section concludes with Theo realizing that this encounter marks his first meeting with Alicia. In summary, Theo delves deeper into Alicia's past and attempts to uncover the truth about the prying man. He confronts Christian, learns about Alicia's therapy sessions, and uncovers potential lies in her story. Theo's personal life continues to unravel, while his connection with Alicia intensifies. Chapter 5. In Alicia's diary, she confesses to murdering her husband Gabriel and reveals that Theo was the intruder in their house. Theo forces Gabriel into a choice between his own life and Alicia's. This decision triggers Alicia's childhood trauma, where her father chose her mother's life over hers, killing her spirit. Though Theo leaves without harming either of them, Alicia's past pain resurfaces, and she spitefully kills Gabriel in cold blood. While admitting her guilt in the diary, she also hopes that Theo will be held accountable for his actions. Before losing consciousness from the morphine injection, Alicia implicates Theo in Gabriel's death and conceals her diary. Theo grapples with guilt throughout the narrative, feeling that he has betrayed his therapist, Ruth. He realizes that his actions have gone against her advice and expectations. The author emphasizes that Theo only helped Alicia to protect himself and avoid being implicated in Gabriel's murder. To silence Alicia, Theo administers the morphine injection, inducing a coma. He then pretends to assist Indira in arranging Alicia's belongings, fearing that she may never wake up. While alone in the room, Theo frantically searches for the diary but fails to find it. Nevertheless, he believes that since the diary does not mention him, his involvement in Gabriel's murder will remain unknown. Towards the conclusion, Jean-Felix discovers the hidden diary within one of Alicia's paintings. The final part of the diary exposes Gabriel's affair with Theo's wife, Kathy. It also details Theo's visit to Gabriel's house, where he binds Alicia and forces Gabriel to make the life or death choice. When Gabriel chooses to save himself, Theo releases Alicia and leaves her with the gun she eventually uses to kill her husband. Jean-Felix presents the diary to the police, who subsequently visit Theo's home while he is present. Part 5 explores the power of the human mind, delving into the depths of trauma, guilt, and the lengths people go to protect their secrets. Through Theo's own struggles, we witness the profound impact of past traumas and the potential for redemption. Conclusion. In the final chapter, all the pieces of the puzzle come together, leading to an astonishing and unexpected conclusion. The truth behind Alicia's silence is revealed, and the consequences of Theo's relentless pursuit become apparent, leaving readers in awe. The Silent Patient is a masterfully crafted psychological thriller that keeps readers guessing until the very end. With its complex characters, gripping plot, and exploration of themes like guilt, obsession, and the power of the human mind, this book is an absolute must-read for fans of the genre. Thank you for joining us on this thrilling journey through the chapters of The Silent Patient. If you've read the book or have any other recommendations, share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more engaging book discussions. Remember to hit that notification bell, so you never miss any of our future videos. Until next time, keep exploring the captivating world of books. Take care and goodbye.